high school student accused of trying to give a man HIV. The woman was in court today to face these shocking accusations. It's the story so many of you are clicking on at WCPO.com and sharing it as well. 9 on your side's Roseanne Aragon is live with reaction from her school tonight. Roseanne?
Craig, Tanya, she was a teenage high school student here at Dawn Community High School, a senior on track for graduation, but now she could be a felon. In court today, 18-year-old Dawn Booker now facing a judge.
Has no felony record of any kind, no failures to appear in her history. She does live here in Cincinnati, as she has her whole life.
A young life now in a twist. She knew she was HIV positive and allegedly had sex with a man, not telling him she had the virus until after. The report reads, Booker did knowingly attempt to cause physical harm. In Ohio law, that's a crime. Anyone HIV positive must disclose that information before having sex. But that doesn't always happen. In 2012, Andre Davis, a pro wrestler, went to prison for having sex with several women without disclosing his status, passing on a virus already affecting the community. Here in Cincinnati, the Caracal organization and HIV support group helps more than 1,000 people with HIV. Now, they say in Hamilton alone, there could be anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 people affected with the virus. A terminal virus without a cure.
This disease is something that is lifelong and chronic and could cause severe complications.
And studies show 1 in 4 new infections are found in teenagers and young adults. Booker's principal says while it didn't happen here, he was shocked.
The school had no awareness of this. We didn't even know that this, was going on. There was not a conversation with any counselor or teacher or me.
Leaving an 18-year-old girl in handcuffs and a man wondering if his whole life could change. The judge now setting a $5,000 bond.
All of this is conditional upon no engagement in sexual behavior.
Now, school officials tell me she was a good problem-free student, but for now, Booker will remain behind.
Shalom, Yasharala. I want to give infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutation to you, sincere Ike, pushing this truth across the 4 winds. Just sit down, man. As you can see, Eve doing what Eve do. In these last days, the Most High is he's not only lifting up America's skirt, but he's lifting up this so-called black woman's skirt and showing the peoples of the earth that the devil she is, man. She's Esau's bulldog. She's Esau's weapons of war against the Israelite man. And for us men in elect, us hopeful elect, us men thriving for perfection, we have to learn from looking at clips like this. And we're supposed to be growing in wisdom and knowledge is supposed to protect us from these damn wildebeests, man. Like when I first came into truth, man, Elder Tahar say, man, don't even deal with the so-called black woman from the tribe of Judah. And that's common fucking sense, but it seemed like it's common sense, but that was spiritual advice, okay? Because, man, wisdom is supposed to teach us how to move in this land of gross darkness, all right? When you grow in this truth, man, I mean, all us men, the majority of us, we're not eunuchs, You got the eunuchs that's in this truth, they are far and few in between, but the majority of us deal with women, And in this truth, man, when knowledge and wisdom is supping with you and you growing by her, it's a certain type of woman you don't even touch. It's like a cute face and like the simple, all a simple man needs to do is see a cute face, an attractive woman with a nice shape, and he's just thinking with his dick, with his rod. But wisdom and knowledge, when you grow in wisdom and knowledge, man, you start dealing with women different, man. You start talking to them, conversing with them, and not just going at that top, but seeing, all right, does this woman have any type of integrity? All right. Do she has any morale dwelling in her? All right. Is she going to give me the box on the first night? I mean, is she's promiscuous, just more promiscuous than a man? Because men, we be predators. A lot of these bitches now, man, they the predator. You the prey. They coming on you stronger than you coming on them. And when knowledge and wisdom dwells with you, man, we not supposed to be touching women like that, man. Like Tupac said, that wicked ass nigga Tupac said one real thing in one of his lyrics. He say, if it's that easy, I don't want it. All right? And that's why the scriptures say, don't deal with a light. Let me find it. I think it's in Sirach. Sirach 7:26. All right, here we go. This Sirach 7:26. Has thou a wife after thy mind? All right, yeah. When we deal with women, we have the mind of Yahushua. According to 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. We are like King David. We are men after the Most High's own heart. We want the mind of Yahushua. Bahashem Yahushua. Okay? So when we pick women, man, we're in this society, all of them spoiled, all right? We're picking the best of the worst, man. We want a woman that's meek, mild, tender, delicate, submissive, not always want to run in the streets and club, dress modestly, just decent, you know. Now all of them gonna be defiled with Western philosophy, but you have a few decent ones out there that will, at the most, the best you're gonna get in this society is one that respect your mind and one that's not just in the streets all day being a flat out whore. Because technically, according to the scriptures, all of them are whores. If a woman's not with the man that opened up her matrix and she's with another man, according to the law, she's a whore. Okay? So when the scriptures say you grow in wisdom, you looking at a woman that's after thy mind. If you just have to deal with one, if you're not in the light of a unit. You know, Elder Gabar, he always brings out, man, just deal with this truth, man. When you want some box, man, just go get you a harlot, you know? But if you just, the type of brother that's dealing with a woman and you just have to deal with a woman, you get a woman after your own mind, man. One that's decent, one that has integrity, okay? All right. What was I? 7:26. Forsake her not. All right. If you get a decent chick, man, like as it pertains to me, man, I'm not about to be over righteous. I dealt with multiple women. I was a simple minded guy, thinking with my dick, even in this truth. As of late, as my later walk in this truth, I've slowed down dealing with multiple women. I, for the most part, just deal with one woman. Now, yeah, I bump into a concubine every now and then, but I don't just run the streets running behind women. Like, I will play in these last days. I will play the so full with this truth, building up the kingdom, doing the works, man. You don't even have time to be just dealing with multiple women, man. You know, for the most part, then this is the first time in my life, man. I'm just basically, you know, I deal with other chicks sparingly, but I basically just deal with one female, man. And she's decent, but at the same damn time, because of the scriptures, I don't trust that bitch. You know, I don't trust her. But she's decent, you know. She don't get on my fucking nerves, and I'm pleased to dwell with her, you know. And if the Most High see fit, He'll let her get delivered through me, you know. But I'm saying that to say this: when you grow and become a certain level, man, we not just fucking with these fucking scalawags in the street, no matter how good they look. Okay, because the rest of the verse says, but give not thyself over to a light woman, man. The majority of these women, you see these Instagram hoes on there, when they take their pictures, you notice they take their pictures, turn around, showing their ass. They wear the tightest clothes that they could wear. They're engulfed in hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? These are light-minded women. Even if you dealing with them, and you fucking with them, I mean, if they put in the wrong setting and the temperature wrong in the room and the right silver-tongued nigga get with them, he could talk them out their drawers, man. It's several times women, I've dealt with women, and you know, and the woman saying no, she really don't want it, and you just keep tugging at her, messing with her, you know, running G, telling her bullshit, applying pressure to her mentally, and she come out of drawers, man. And but really, she didn't want to come out of drawers. I mean, those are light women, man. Those are light women. Women can't handle the pressure men bring. So you're not supposed to deal with a light woman, man. A light woman has no integrity, has no understanding. All right. And none of them are going to have integrity according to the scriptures. But I'm just talking about common fucking sense. You have women out here that have common fucking sense to know if they fucking a different nigga out the week, they're a whore. A light-minded woman don't have that. And light-minded women in society, they look well pleasing to the eye, man. They have pretty white teeth, Coke bottle shapes, pretty toes, well done hair, looking decent, smelling good, and they dead bones, man. They have deadly diseases dwelling in them. Okay? So wisdom is supposed to protect you from these fucking animals, these brute beasts, man. Okay? And we are supposed to learn in this truth the more we grow, not to deal with light-minded women, man. All right? Because you'll be stuck out like this, like whoever this guy is that dwelt with that harlot, man. You know? These women is traps, man. All right. Proverbs 23 and 27. For a whore is a deep ditch. All right. Now, technically, according to the scriptures, all these women are whores. All right. All these women are whores. But technically, the elect men, if that's why the scriptures say the law was against us. Technically, we come out of immoral beds, man. Technically, a lot of our mothers wasn't with the men that broke their virginity. So we would be bastard children, okay? So that's why our great king died for us to give us grace, all right? And you have to take advantage of this grace. And when you take advantage of this grace, he gives you knowledge and wisdom and teaches you how to move in this land full of gross darkness. King David asked him to be a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, man. So therefore, well, how is that done? You get knowledge and wisdom tells you what type of person to deal with, what type of person not to be around. Wisdom, when you grow in this truth, you don't go to the places you used to go and hang at the places you used to hang at. You only, for the most part, you deal with like-minded men. You know what I'm saying? And you be occupied in prophecy. If you want to do something, you might go to a bar with one of the brothers and look at a fight, have a few drinks. But we don't go to them wild ass clubs no more, man. We don't go in the clubs where 2 Chainz gonna be performing and everybody blazing blunts. You know, when you grow in this truth, man, we don't just mess with any cute face and tight bod anymore, man. I learned that from my elder brother, man. I seen my elder brother turn down bad bitches. And I was like, say, bro, why you, the bitch was coming on to your act, why you? He was like, nah, he was like, man, I don't want to become one with that vessel, man. He said, man, that hoe, she look good, but she got all kind of foul spirits on her. I'm not about to touch that bitch. And then when I would see my brother deal with a certain female, the females he dealt with, they wasn't just eye-popping. You know, they were decent, they were attractive, but they wasn't just, the bras that he turned down looked better than them. But when I talked to those females and heard them talk, they were tender, delicate. When you heard their conversation, it wasn't like what the conversations you hear these thoughts talk about. And then I started to see. I was like, all right, I see what's going on here. You know, my brother deal with the best of the worst in this society. All these women got a body count, but if you could deal with the woman that got 3, she was with 2 men. She was with one boyfriend and broke up when she was with this other guy. They got 3 or 4 bodies compared to a bitch with 30, 40 bodies. You know what I'm saying? You deal with the best of the worst. Okay? All right? For a whore is a deep ditch. Whoever that bitch was, she's a deep ditch to every nigga that popped her. All right, that's just one dude that brought her to the limelight. That whole is other niggas that popped her. And when they seen her on TV, them niggas ain't gonna be like, oh, I fucked her too. They gonna be too embarrassed. So a whore is a deep ditch, man. All right? And a strange woman is a narrow pit. Now, this scripture is twofold. It's talking about these other philosophies with Esau, all these doctrines he put in the earth, those are deep ditches. But it's twofold. It's talking about literal women, man. It's a certain type of women we not supposed to touch. That wicked ass nigga Mystical had a lyric in one of his songs. He say, it's a certain type of bitch that I touch, you know? And these simple, light-minded women, man, when you grow in this truth, man, wisdom tells you to run from them, man. Run from these hoes, man. You gotta get your strength up where you don't want to deal with no woman because she's well pleasing to the eyes and got a Coke bottle shape. She's well pleasing to you physically. No, man. You'll put your dick in her and your dick will get burnt off and you'll get a deadly disease that you can't get rid of, man. Okay? Let me get another precept. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman. All right, and why is a woman more bitter than death, man? When you dead, you're in the spirit realm, man. When you deaf, you up there with Yahweh Shema Shai and the other Israelites, man. All right, you're at rest. You're not taking on the worries of this world. You're not in this fucking chains of darkness, getting sick and shit. All right, when you go up there in the spirit realm, man, you're in your right mind. All right, you're at rest. Your spirit is not in prison no more. But when you're down here dealing with this wicked ass bitch, this wicked ass demon, you're miserable. You're miserable. You come home from work, she bitching. She trying to go through your phone. You're a full grown man. She want to know everywhere you go. You don't have no peace. She's vexation of spirit. Even when you're having sex is supposed to be something you enjoy. You know, your woman is just supposed to be subservient, doing whatever you say. I had a bitch, man, my baby mama before the Most High got that bitch out my will, be arguing during fucking sex, man. It's just miserable. It's worse than death, man. It's vexation of spirit, man. Okay? Whose heart is snares and nets? In this society, this society is a spider web. And the spider is this black bitch, man. She's the black widow, man. You get this bitch pregnant, you're on child support, and you bound to her. You can't even go make money without her getting a piece of it, man. That's not scriptural. The scripture says you divorce a woman and she leaves with nothing, man. But they are so drunk with this fruit that they ate in the Garden of Eden, they are worse than the so-called white man. Yes, he got his system and he's created to keep us down. They are worse than him, man. Because, all right, the Most High, we know he going to take this white man down. But in my life, I'm not around Edomites. I rarely see Edomites. You know, you go pay your bills or something, you have to deal with them. But in my everyday life, I'm around Judah. I'm around Yahweh. And I see these fucking black demons. I see the games they play. I've seen people get killed behind a black bitch line. I've seen bitches burn niggas, man. Give them STDs and then try to lie and say he gave it to her. I've seen it. It's madness, man. Wisdom will protect you from that fucking demon, man. Okay? And her hands is banned. She's a trap. Whosoever pleases Yahweh shall escape from her. And the way you please Yahweh is by being occupied in prophecy, keeping the commandments the best way you can, and seeking the kingdom of heaven with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy might. And then what does he do? He gives you that good woman. He gives you the good woman, not the strange woman, that good woman. I'm going to get that next. All right? And she protects you. Wisdom. All right? But the sinner shall be taken by her. The light-minded, the simple-minded. Niggas that just think with their dick. You're simple when you just think with your dick, man. All right? Because she look good. Because she smell good. Because she know how to pop her ass in the club. You light-minded. You supposed to run from women like that, man. You supposed to literally run from when you see women like that, man. You know? Like if I basically deal with one woman, but let's say if I want to spice it up or switch up sometime, I don't go to no club looking for no bitch no more. I go to Barnes and Noble. I go to Whole Foods stores because I've had my fill of hood rats. Never ever again, you know. I go to decent places if I want to deal with another broad, you know. Wisdom and knowledge just teaches you how to move and protects you from these wildebeests, man. These so-called black women are wildebeests. They are animals, man. They are sewage systems, man. All right. Let me get Proverbs. Proverbs gives us men of the Lord the game, though, man. That's why you got to swim in these scriptures. It protects us. It tells you what to do and what not to do. How to move, and how not to move. Okay? This is Proverbs 7:1. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments to thee. With thee, keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers and write them upon the tablet of thine heart, thy mind. Okay? Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister. This is the woman. This really supposed to be our old lady. This is our woman. All right? This is the one we supposed to love. All right? And call understanding our kinswomen. See, these scriptures is what make us look good. Wisdom is what make you look good. All right? If you dealing with a wayward woman and she go out and step out on you, that's humiliating. All right? It don't even have to be your woman. Let's say you got a sister and she go out and get a bad name and be a thot in the streets. That brings a bad name to the household, man. Not only does her father be humiliated, her brother, her sisters, her mother, your cousins. All right? That's a bad look, okay? But our kinswoman wisdom, she makes us look good. Like the scriptures say, the Most High say, I will make a man like gold. I think that's Isaiah the 3rd chapter. As the golden wedges of Ophir. Okay? And that's wisdom. That's a man that wisdom making your face to shine, man. That's our woman. That they may keep thee from the strange woman. All right? Wisdom protects us from these wildebeests, from these bitches. I'm going to give you another analogy. Not even just dealing with a harlot, man. You're going to have in these last days, man. Esau's going to be studying us. You know, he got our IEP addresses. He know what we like. You know, he know our vices. Okay? If you want to know something about a person, if you got the IEP address, you know what they're into. All right? He's going to be sending women at us that are not going to be the status quo thot type. You know, they're just going to be attractive, and these bitches going to be fed. You might have a bitch come to camp with her head covered, with a long-ass dress, calling you my Lord. I beseech thee, my Lord. Have mercy on me, my king. And a bitch will be a fed, man. So you got to have wisdom to dwell with you. So when these snakes come at us, man, Esau going to send these whores at us, man. And bitch will be ready to lay down with you and all. But she trying to get close to you to get you put to death, man. So you got to have wisdom, man. That they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger with flatter with her words. Okay? I'm going to skip down to verse 24. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O you children. All right? Talking about the elect men. And attend to the words of my mouth. Take hold of wisdom. All right? Love her. Sup with her. Let not thy mind, that word heart interchangeable with mind, decline to her. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Your mind decline to her ways. All right? Don't reject knowledge and wisdom, man. Even when knowledge and wisdom discipline you, embrace it. Okay? Go not astray in her paths. All right? For she has cast down many wounded. All right? Oh, Salaki, I read that wrong, Laki. Verse 24, hearken unto me now, therefore, O you children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Okay? Let not thine heart decline to her ways, go not astray into her paths. That's talking about the wayward woman. It's talking about these beasts, man. I'm going to give you another example, man. It had this broad that I was dealing with a couple years back. While I was in the truth, you know, she was a concubine, but she, you know, she lived in my city, you know, and she was single. She had no children or nothing, but she uprooted and moved to Dallas. So she came back probably about a year later, and she was in town, and she was like, look, I'm in town for a couple of days. I'm visiting my people. What you doing? I say, I'm cool and I'm chilling. Come holler at me, you know. I wanted to, you know, get it in with her. So before she came, the last thing she said on the phone was, well, look, I'm about to drop my son off to my mama house, and I'm gonna be headed to your house. I was like, whoa. I say, so you went down there and had a child? Oh, she was like, yeah, no, I ain't tell you. She's like, yeah, I got a son and I'm married. I say, what? She said, yeah, I got a baby boy and I'm married. So I'm like, well, damn, if you married, what you coming to my house for? She was like, oh, my husband, he's in Dallas. I'm like, okay. So she was like, so I'm gonna be headed over there. We could get it in. I'm like, no, love. I was like, hold up. I don't rock out like that. I don't touch other men's women. You're that man's property. And she got angry because I wouldn't commit adultery with her. That show you how wicked these bitches is. Like, she was angry, calling me scared, just talking shit. I'm like, man, you married, man. I'm like, I'm trying to talk sense into it. Like, how would your husband feel if he knew you was down here having sex with another man? You know? But my point is, these bitches are devils. These are demons. Like Elder Gabar say, man, getting in a relationship with these bitches is a waste of time, man. Because, like, even with my demon, I don't trust her 100%, man. You know? I don't trust her. You can't trust her, man. But wisdom protected me in that. This bitch was about to have me commit adultery, and wisdom made her lips say that. Okay? Wisdom protected me, you know? A wicked nigga, a simple-minded nigga would have took her up and granted her request to commit adultery, you know? I dread Yahweh Shema Shai to lay with another man's woman. And she don't have to be talking about she married. All the bitch got to do is tell me she got a boyfriend. That's adultery, you know? So, man, we got to not just be stagnant in this truth. We got to grow in this truth. We got to grow. I mean, and growing is in every aspect of your life. The food you eat, the women you deal with, how you move in a society, how you deal with controversy. You know, the Most High is raising up spiritual men, kings and priests, spiritual juggernauts. You know, and you got to grow in this truth, man. It's a certain type of woman a man of the Lord shouldn't touch or be around, man. Another thing is a turn off to me is when these bitches smoke. You know, I used to smoke too when I was in the world, smoke weed. Man, I can't stand a bitch that smoke. When you deal with a bitch that smoke marijuana, man, she got all type of demons in her. All right, she got all type of demons in them. When they get high and shit, them hoes will lay with anything, you know. And they be full of detestable, abominable diseases, man. So with this, man, may this sit down, be Lord, edifying to the hearers. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, sincere I can pushing this truth across the four winds. Kwam Yasharala, Abba Abba.